Let's compare the Crimson Trace laser to the Sig Lima laser. So I'm going to bring my wife in here, bring my daughter in here, and I'm going to let them pick these up and let them try them, and they can tell me what they like about them. Let them compare them real quick. So guys, we got Mackenzie in here. This is the actual lower that I did the build on for. So I'm going to let her compare the two. So this is our Sig Lima, and this is our Crimson Trace laser on here.
See, every time I get this one, it's not that it's bad, it's great. It's just I really have to like press my hand in just to reach the button. My fingers are just so much smaller than yours. I just can't, I don't get enough surface space on it to really use it. Oh no, that was easy. I didn't even have to like put pressure and it just cut on. That's super nice.
So you're saying you're able to activate the Crimson Trace laser a lot easier than the Lima?
Oh yeah, I don't even have to put pressure on this one. It just cuts on. This one, I'm having to really squeeze. Like, I can feel my knuckle turning white. And if I can't get it with this, I just gotta pull it with this hand. Which is what you're supposed to do when you shoot, but it's still hard to get. If I don't get my finger right on it, the right angle, it'll miss it.
So do you want me to trade and put the Crimson Trace on your grip for you?
Sure, Dad.
You like it better?
Sure.
All right, I'll switch them out for you then and trade them. So I'm going to let Michelle take a look at these now and compare them and tell me which one she likes best. So that's the Lima laser. And this is the Crimson Trace laser.
Oh, this one's easier.
When you say easier?
Yeah, when you grip it, it just turns on easier. Yeah. See, when you get your grip, this one's a little bit harder.
You have to put more pressure on it, turn it on?
Yeah, and your finger has to be just in the right spot to hit that little button.
When you say the little button, the little activation button underneath the bottom?
Yeah. See, this one, it's bigger as soon as you pick it up.
Hold them in both hands and compare them, see what you think. Can you tell the difference in the grip? Do you actually feel those are on the gun? Are they changing the feel of the gun or the grip of the gun any?
No, not really. Not really. This one is, no, it's really down on the one with the green.
What about the one with the green?
You can't tell it's there. It's just, you just really have to tighten up to get it to come on. And this one, just almost as soon as you take the grip, it turns on.
So the Crimson Trace just turns on really easy for you.
Yeah. See? This one you just lay your hands on the grip and it's on. This one you have to really squeeze in tight before you see it.
So if I was to put one of those on your firearm, which one would you want on your firearm?
Oh, this one. The one that turns red.
So you want the Crimson Trace one. You'd rather have it.
Yeah.
You're saying it's easier for you to activate that one.
It is. Just as soon as you grip the gun, it comes on. This one you have to squeeze so hard before you actually get it to activate. Yeah, this one.
Okay, thank you. Love you. Now, the first thing you're going to notice is this Crimson Trace laser over here is thicker. You see it's got a lot more girth right through here, a lot wider. This one's more narrow, a little more sleek across there. The Crimson Trace is a little shorter here, where this one's a little bit longer on it. Fits nice on the sides and then angles in. So the Crimson Trace, where it locks in on this rail, has a shorter piece. And when you look at the Lima, it comes all the way across and fills the whole rail in. They both attach nicely here to the grip of the firearm. The Crimson Trace is a little more narrow right here on the firearm than the Lima. You get a look at that. So the Crimson Trace activation button is here. The Lima activation button is here. The Lima, the plastic piece that attaches, is wider right across here. The Lima's a little more narrow. They seem to be the same distance coming this way. This activation button on this Crimson Trace looks a little fatter, a little more round. This one's more, it tapers up and it's got a sharp little point on the top here on it. Lasers seem to mount in the same location in the front of the firearm. They're both attached really securely to the firearm. I don't really see any difference in how they attach to the guns. The fit is perfect all the way across. Fit is perfect here. Same thing, nice fit on the firearm. Now, if you want to change the battery in the Sig, the Lima laser, you got to pull these two screws out and pop this top section off to get to your battery. The Crimson Trace has a little piece on the bottom, and this little curved part right here, you push it forward with your finger, just hook it and pull down, and here's your battery right up under here. You slide it out, you pop your battery out, put this back in, push it down, snaps right back into place. So the Crimson Trace, you do not have to take the screws out and take it off the firearm to change the battery. So let's try the buttons here. Gotta admit, you can feel the Crimson Trace button. It's a little bit larger, a little softer to press to actually turn it on. A little smaller, a little more pointed, takes a little bit more pressure on it to actually turn it on. I can't really feel any difference in the grips when I grab them, but as you can see that I'm turning the Crimson Trace laser on a little bit easier. A little lighter touch to turn this one on, to turn the Crimson Trace one on, than it is to turn on the Sig. The Sig, you got to give a little bit more squeeze, so if you're looking for something where you got to put a little more pressure on to make it turn on, looks like the Sig Lima might be the way to go. If you need something that's a little lighter squeeze, a little lighter touch for you, when you squeeze it, it activates a little easier. The Crimson Trace may be what you're looking for. But I really can't tell a difference in these grips when I hold them. They feel the same in my hand. Having the laser on here doesn't really affect my grip, my hand placement on the firearm at all. But as far as comparing these and putting these on the firearms, these things are both just less than 1/2 of an ounce. Not a lot of weight. You're really not going to feel these on the firearm at all. One's green, one's red. I just happen to have the green one out versus the red one. What started this was, remember I did the build for my daughter using this and put the green laser on here for the Lima, and she complained that it was a little hard for her to pull and get that laser to actually activate and turn on. So I told her that I would order a Crimson Trace and we would give it a try. So I thought while I got them, I'd just compare the two of them and compare them on the lowers. Both have got the same run time on the lasers from the batteries that go in them. The weight seems to be the same. They fit the same on the firearm. I guess you got to decide what you like better, the slimmer look versus the little more girth on the Crimson Trace here. But hard to say which one you like. I do like, guys, you'll have to choose which one is the one for you. I'm going to have to say I'd go with the Crimson Trace also. A little easier to squeeze that button and activate that. Hey guys, check us out on optics86.com where we're selling both of these lasers on there and lots of optics and lights for your firearms. So take a look at our website, Optics 86. Really nice additions for your firearm. They help you in low light situations. They help you find the front sight really fast when you go to pull your firearm out. You're watching that laser. It'll help your eye find that front sight, lay it in the rear sights, and the round should impact where the green dot is or where the red dot is, just depending on which one you actually choose to use. So remember, folks, be a responsible adult. Don't push your responsibility as an adult off onto a child. Buy gun locks and secure your firearms. Till next time, folks, take care.